Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Heroes of the Storm, and once again we are playing Azmodan. And this time we're going to be focusing on something of more of a short-range build, and focusing on single target damage, and really focusing on either killing heroes or killing towers, whatever it is I need to kill at the time. It's going to be more single target. The last build was AoE focused, this one's going to be more laser guided. So we're not going to get the damage from destroy ammo from structures would spare nothing. Granted, this is going to be an all-shell burn type build, but I don't feel this one's going to give me a lot of value added. Instead, since I'm going for short range, I don't really think I need Sieging Wrath. I'm probably going to go ahead and get Taste for Blood, though, to try and get the damage of Globe of Annihilation's damage up, and just try and increase it over time. And that could help me, because then I could put that down before I start channeling. Or if an enemy got away from me, I could try and dunk them with this. So as you might guess, we're going to start going for a lot of these all-shell burn talents. I'm going to be chasing with this, so I'm going to probably go with Gluttony at this point, rather than increase damage to non-heroes, since I'm not going to be focusing on murking. So I'm going to get the damage heals Azmodan so I can channel it and get some health back. At level 7, we're going to get Master of Destruction so that I can reduce the cost of the channel, so I should be able to sustain it. So I'll be sustaining it, getting health back. At rank 10, I'll be getting Black Pool to allow me to increase my attack and ability damage by 75%. So I'll put the pool down, and then you can just imagine the damage we'll start doing with All Shall Burn. Continuing modifying this, as you see lots of talents to modify it at almost every tier, we're going to hit March of Sin, so that I can move while channeling it and chase down enemy heroes. Lastly, this one's a bit tough. Really, there's a few options you could do here. Probably going to look at something like Imposing Presence or Blood for Blood. This one's kind of a toss-up for me, because if I'm going to be sitting there fighting an enemy hero one-on-one, Blood for Blood will allow me to keep myself alive if they interrupt my channel, while Imposing Presence would allow me to channel and take less damage over time. This one's going to be a little bit difficult, and I'll probably gauge it more when I actually get onto the battlefield. Lastly, I will be getting Fifth Circle because it does add a slow component, and that can be very useful for keeping them from getting away, or proccing Executioner for any allies that may be nearby. So that's a quick look at the build that we'll be going for, so I'll see you in the match.
So it begins.
Choose a talent.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. And today we are focusing on our all-shell burn build. Now, I will not be getting to destroy his ammo. I mean, that is kind of nice, but
The battle begins in 10 seconds.
I think we will be getting the Taste for Blood, the increased damage from kills. Hopefully get that. No idea which way I'm going. Probably middle, because I'm a pretty good push.
Let the battle begin.
Okay, so there's Malfurion.
Just as I planned.
Alright, let's go ahead and do that to try and get some damage on it. Oh, it's already dead. That's fine. So I've got multiple enemies here. Go ahead and put down my minion, my Hell General. They're trying to push. That's fine. Good news is I can push back equally. And my allies are kind of here, so that works. Go ahead and grab that. Cool, got a little bit of damage with that one. What is it, 1? Yeah. 1. Alright, no problem. Yeah, that Nova's just continually hanging around. Well, okay, they've kind of locked me down a little bit. That's okay. Oh, this is certainly interesting. They are really pushing hard in the center. I was not really expecting this. Alright, let's go ahead and damage heals. I'm going to need a bit of mana here, so let's go back. This is so awkward. There's like 3 of them here. I don't have the mana to stop the tribute. I'm like using up so much mana that their Azmodan didn't have to use because he's got a healer. Well, I've got a healer. I had Uther, but let's just try and stop her from taking it. It's only going to work for so much. I'm going to be back.
Our ally requires help.
All right, that worked a little bit. Yeah, they are. These guys are not really going to be able to stop that. It's long-range hitting. I keep trying. That's a fake. No, that's really her. Believe it or not. Got her.
A good kill.
Okay, oddly enough, we haven't lost yet. Okay, I've got reduced mana cost. I've got minions. I've got a dead Vala. I'm cool with that.
Excellent work.
Oh, Rainer. Sheesh, come on guys, we can do this. Goodbye, Nova. Gosh, darn it, just die already.
Welcome back, hero.
Alright, let's get out of his channel.
Healing fountain if I were you.
This is so frustrating. Oh man, and there's that Nova. I'm probably gonna die at this point. I'm gonna go back. This is the longest team fight in the center I've ever seen. We're just going back and forth, back and forth.
Killing spree.
Like we could go and get like a mercenary camp or something and possibly do just as well. I don't know. Looks like we ultimately, well, nope, they're still fighting. I saw him. There he is.
Has left the battle.
Oh jeez, how did that happen?
Welcome back, hero.
Sheesh. Let's try. I need to push this Asmodan back. is not working. You will not pass! How did that not stop him? Gods. This is ridiculous. No! Just stop! What the hell? I don't know. This is so odd. Alright, let's put those down. Alright, let's get out of that. Still hit him. Alright. I'm just constantly putting down minions, and hopefully that will stop them. Okay. I can't believe this. I really can't believe this. I don't have anything to attack with. No. I'm gonna pull back. Hit him. Stopped him. Sheesh. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to, oh, they got it, finally. I was gonna say, I'm gonna start putting down minions to defend this fort to gain experience while the team fighting's going on. Actually, what I probably should have been doing that all along, really, was putting minions down on the lane instead of down there, so that we were soaking up XP and possibly out-leveling them. Well, that was the first tribute. What the hell of a trip was that, man? I tell you what. Okay, Nova missed her shot. Oh, did we lose our Nova? That's probably why we lost it, ultimately. No? Maybe not. Alright, so here we've got another one. Alright. I'm not going to be able to stop them. Yeah, they've got it. Well, that fight was definitely a lot shorter than the last one. Need to get some soak down. Alright, Malfurion, jeez. Ah, screw you. Back off! What do you think? You're actually gonna miraculously kill me? Come on, you're Azmodan too. You should know that's not gonna work. Starting to run out of mana though. Oh man. We're gonna lose another one? Good job, Rainer. Nice job, Rainer. He may have it. Fantastic. Alright. This is a long and interesting game, I'm going to tell you what. black pool to push them back a bit further. The beautiful thing about my ult is I can spam it a bit more than he can use his. So I can pretty much push his lane back, probably faster than he can push mine at this point. So we're going to go ahead and put a couple warriors down. Alright, let's go ahead and do it. Using my black pool to really increase the damage. There we go.
Has left the back. Welcome back.
Alright, time to pull back. Get a tribute. I've got one black pool ready to go. Not good. Not good at all. Nope. Damn, they got it. Well, towers won't fight back now, so...
Your fort has been destroyed.
Unacceptable. You shall know my curse.
Man. Doing everything I can to just kind of defend here at this point. Just using my black pools to buff myself so that I can hurt their towers. All right. I think I'm going to need imposing presence based on what's been happening so far. I'm going to try and take this tower out as quickly as I possibly can. There we go.
Fort destroyed. The enemy is attacking.
Alright, go, 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 before she can catch up. I'm going to basically do what I can to juke her so she has no idea where I am and be back. Fortunately, they are probably... Yeah, they are probably going to win this one by... Sheesh. Alright, let's try and catch up, see if we can't hurt one of them. Oh, that frickin' stun right when I used it. Well, that's quite annoying. Perfectly wasted opportunity. I gotta say, the initial fighting started off really strong. We're just kind of getting our butts kicked now. Team did a damn good job in the beginning. How strong is that at this point? 25? Ain't bad. Built up slowly. Alright. Where is the enemy? Ow, that's done. just kind of following that Azmodan to try and do some damage to him. Let's get away from Uther. I was able to take out their Azmodan, but damn, look at that. Just boom, boom. We're losing this one. That's my first death. Damn. Highest XP contribution. Yeah. You know, honestly, Sputnik, you don't really know how Uther works then. Because that's what Uther does. He's a support, but he does damage. Good damage. And stuns. His healing's really strong, certainly, but... I mean, one has to only look that his healing is actually doing decent up there. I hate it when people don't know how characters work. Like, I've had people not understand exactly what my objective was as Nova or Azmodan. Oh man, yeah, we've lost that one. Oh, well, that's not good. Alright, let's kind of... Oh, great, and there's where the tribute spawns. Move with it, move with him. We're just not gonna get the tribute. You know what? And then we need to not let them have it actually, because that'll be number 3. Yep, too late. Well, this is a shame. I don't think I'm gonna work on multiple games to try and make this work. I think this isn't too bad. I don't think it's really showing off this build's strong point, but it's, you know, Asmodan gameplay, and it's kind of working for the most part.
Your core is under attack. Your enemy hasn't destroyed the key. Your enemy hasn't destroyed.
Oh man, yeah. See if I... Oh no, see, here's the big problem. I want to try and really use it, but they're definitely keeping together, preventing me from really doing anything. Oh, see, right there, freaking stunned before I could do anything else. Yeah, alright. Yeah, I'm not going to play much more games because my luck... Every time I sit down to record, my luck gets bad. I've had some really good games with them, but it's just not happening right now, and unfortunately there's only a couple days left, and I've got some other projects to work on, so I apologize that wasn't probably the best portrayal of Azmodan in that build, but I think you can kind of see where that was going and get an idea for it. Unfortunately, just this is what's happening a lot. Enemy teams that are getting 2-to-1 kill ratios on my team, and you kind of saw the infighting that was happening there. It's just that appears to be the kind of match I typically get. It's saddening, and I kind of hate it when teams crumble apart like that, because honestly, the opening showed that we were doing a really, really strong... That's why I kind of want to keep this match, and why I'm going to use this one, because I think that opening gambit, that whole opening massive fight, I mean, that was like 10 minutes of team fight. going back and forth trying to get this tribute. That was this team at its best. That was probably this game at its best. Is one of the best times I've had, because it was just back and forth, both sides vying for this one little trinket. And the truth of the matter is, we could have let it go. It was just the first one. But it was a great fight, and it was enjoyable. And it just kind of devolved from there. We lost it, and I don't know if demoralization just happened or what, because we had, I believe, the capability to come back, but as you can see, it just didn't happen. It's really unfortunate, and I think part of the unfortunate, I'm going to mention this kind of offhand because I don't know if I have a hard time quantifying this, but this is what I'm noticing too. Is notice the difference here. Our teams are mostly the same, right? We have Azmodan, we've got Nova, we've got Uthers, they have Raynor versus Vala, but what we have here is, rather than a tank, they've got this Malfurion. And I've noticed that teams with a lot of healing can typically end up out-pushing other teams because you just have a hard time killing them. And that's probably why that initial fight was so hard, was because they would keep retreating, keep healing. You know, their Asmodan was doing exactly what he should do, pull back, hit from range. Kind of, I was doing the exact same thing. I would kind of get in there, try and help out, but then I would pull back, hit from range. But I've noticed these games have kind of a hard time balancing when you've got healers. And sometimes it seems like the healers are just a little bit too strong. Just because I've seen Malfurion's healing. Malfurion is really good as a damage dealer too. I mean, and so is Uther. And that's the big thing, is like if you're going to be focusing on one or the other, it makes me wonder, should they be dealing decent damage while also healing? Now, their damage is nowhere near an assassin, don't get me wrong. But like Uther, for example, built right, you kind of saw there, his stuns are phenomenal. He brings a lot to the table, but then you've also got a very strong healer like Malfurion, who also has rooting and stun-like qualities. And it's very strong. It's very difficult to balance those. And I do happen to notice that teams that have a stronger healing comp tend to be the ones that end up with victory. So I've just, something I've noticed, something kind of to think about, and I'm kind of interested to see what people think, you know, what anyone else might think about that. It feels like it's just very, very difficult to balance, and just sometimes the numbers are up. And I've seen some threads on the forums kind of mentioning that too. That they feel that sometimes these healers are just a bit too strong. I had a game where I was a Nova, and in early game an Uther was countering all the damage I did to him. Like, I would do a burst, I would do a quick 2-shot combo on him, and he would counter it with a single heal. So consequently, my mana was burnt by the time he had hardly used any, but he pretty much had full health out of that whole thing. And so it feels like maybe healing might be too efficient and might need to be less efficient. Like, maybe the numbers are good, but the efficiency needs to come down. Because if that's the case, I mean, because we had a team that, our team had no healers, and they had like 2. They had an Uther, and I think they had Rhaegar or something like that, and we couldn't kill them. We just could not possibly kill any of them, because every time we'd put damage out, especially with me being Nova on the team, you can't really burst someone down with a healer on the team, because by the time you do the burst and you get out, because Nova's not a sustained fighter, the damage has been healed. And so it's, you might consider it a hard counter, but the weird thing about having hard counters like that is when you've got random based gameplay like this game, when you queue, you pick your character, and then it randomly puts you up against other characters. Matchmaking doesn't seem to do anything about trying to prevent those hard counters and one-sided teams. So that might be something else that Blizzard might have to look into. Right now, their matchmaking rules are very, very lax. It pretty much just says you can only have X number of a certain type. Like, you can only have 3 tanks, you can only have 4 assassins. These are very arbitrary, maybe not arbitrary, but they're very, again, just lax, honestly, because the matchmaking, when it I don't understand why it would put a team of 4 assassins against a team of like 3 tanks when it could have mixed and matched them and even the teams out a little bit more to make it more interesting. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I just have terrible luck with MOBAs and matchmaking in general. That honestly could be it. I feel like that is just my lot. Yeah, it just happens. Well, I'd make the best of it. When life gives you lemons, you burn someone's house down with the lemons. Is that how it goes? Yeah, anyway. I had fun with that one. That was a seriously very fun opening match, even if the end of it kind of devolved a lot. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, though. So thank you very much for watching.